Hey, science fiction fans. Did you know YouTube has a treasure trove of classic science fiction movies you can watch completely free? That is right, no subscriptions, no rentals, just incredible cinema at your fingertips. In today's video, I am taking you on a journey through 15 must-watch science fiction masterpieces. These films are not just entertaining, they have shaped the genre and influenced countless movies that followed. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's explore YouTube's hidden science fiction movie section together. Number 15, Battle of the Worlds, 1961. Let's kick things off with the 1961 Italian science fiction spectacle, Battle of the Worlds. This quirky gem stars the legendary Claude Rains as Professor Benson, a brilliant but eccentric mathematician who discovers an approaching planet dubbed the Outsider on a collision course with Earth. As panic spreads and governments prepare for impact, Benson insists the planet will enter Earth's orbit instead. But his warnings fall on deaf ears. What makes this film special is Rains' captivating performance as the grumpy, wheelchair-bound scientist who sees what everyone else misses. Despite its modest budget, the film's miniature effects and space sequences were quite impressive for their time. While it does not have a high rating on major review sites, it has developed a cult following among fans of 1960s European science fiction. The film's blend of scientific speculation and Cold War paranoia perfectly captures the zeitgeist of the space race era. If you enjoy character-driven science fiction with a touch of international flavor, Battle of the Worlds delivers a unique viewing experience that showcases how different cultures approached the science fiction genre during the Cold War. Number 14, Battle in Outer Space, 1959. Next up is the Japanese masterpiece Battle in Outer Space from 1959. Directed by Ishiro Honda, the visionary behind the original Godzilla, this film follows Earth's United Space Forces as they battle alien invaders from the planet Natal, who are planning to conquer our world. The aliens attack Earth with advanced technology, including gravity manipulators, freezing rays, and powerful spacecraft, forcing humanity to mount a desperate counterattack. What makes this film remarkable is its groundbreaking special effects by Eiji Tsuburaya, who would later create the Ultraman series. The film holds a 6.3 on IMDb, and is praised by fans for its imaginative depiction of space warfare and its influence on later Japanese science fiction. The film's international cooperation theme showing countries working together against a common threat was particularly meaningful in the aftermath of World War II and the early Cold War period. The spectacular space battle sequences and destruction of major landmarks, like Tokyo Tower, set a standard for disaster movies that followed. If you are a fan of classic tokusatsu effects or want to see a non-American perspective on the alien invasion genre, Battle in Outer Space delivers spectacular visuals and thrilling action that still impresses today. Number 13, The Phantom Planet, 1961. Ready for a journey to a world of miniature people? Check out 1961's The Phantom Planet. This imaginative film follows Captain Frank Chapman, who is forced to land on the mysterious asteroid Rhea while investigating strange phenomena in space. There, he discovers a civilization of tiny people just 6 inches tall, living in a society protected by an atmospheric filter. As Chapman shrinks to their size, he becomes involved in their conflicts with the Solarites, monstrous creatures from a neighboring planet. What makes this film special is its creative approach to the size-changing concept, predating films like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids by decades. While it holds a modest 4.6 on IMDb, it has gained a cult following for its charming, low-budget effects and imaginative world-building. The film's production design, particularly the miniature sets and props, creates a convincing sense of scale that is impressive given the film's limitations. The film explores themes of perspective and adaptation, showing how Chapman must adjust to his new size and environment. If you are fascinated by the concept of scale in science fiction, or enjoy creative B-movies with big ideas despite small budgets, The Phantom Planet offers a unique viewing experience. Number 12, The Cosmic Man, 1959. Now for a thought-provoking alien encounter story, 1959's The Cosmic Man. This intriguing film centers on a mysterious sphere that lands near a remote observatory, from which emerges a tall, hooded figure in white known only as the Cosmic Man. As military and scientific teams investigate, they discover the being possesses incredible powers and knowledge beyond human comprehension. Meanwhile, the Cosmic Man contacts a local scientist and his blind wife, revealing his purpose on Earth and warning humanity about its destructive path. What makes this film special is its thoughtful approach to the alien visitor trope, reminiscent of The Day the Earth Stood Still, but with its own unique perspective. While it does not have high ratings on major review sites, it is appreciated by fans of 1950s philosophical science fiction for its intelligent script and atmospheric direction. The film explores themes of Cold War anxiety, scientific responsibility, and humanity's place in the universe with surprising depth. John Carradine's performance as the enigmatic Cosmic Man brings gravitas to the role, creating an alien presence that is both mysterious and benevolent. If you prefer your science fiction with more ideas than explosions, the Cosmic Man delivers a thoughtful meditation on humanity's potential. Number 11. Plan 9 from Outer Space, 1959. How about something so bad it is brilliant? Let's talk about Ed Wood's notorious 1959 masterpiece, Plan 9 from Outer Space. Often called the worst movie ever made, this film follows aliens who resurrect the dead Plan 9 to stop humanity from creating a Solaranite bomb that could destroy the universe. The cast includes the legendary Bela Lugosi in his final role, though he died during filming and was replaced by a taller, younger man holding a cape over his face, Vampira, and wrestler Tor Johnson. What makes Plan 9 so special is its earnestness despite its technical flaws, visible wires on flying saucers, mismatched day-night scenes within the same shot, and dialogue that defies logic. The film has a cult following and scores a surprising 4.1 on IMDb, with fans celebrating its entertainment value despite its shortcomings. It inspired Tim Burton's biographical film Ed Wood, starring Johnny Depp, which celebrates Wood's passion despite his lack of talent. The film's charm lies in its sincere attempt to tell a meaningful story about humanity's self-destructive tendencies, even if executed poorly. If you want to experience a piece of film history that is simultaneously terrible and utterly entertaining, this is an essential viewing experience. Number 10. Horrors of Spider Island, 1960. Ready for some creature feature fun? Check out 1960's Horrors of Spider Island. This German-American production follows a troupe of exotic dancers whose plane crashes en route to Singapore. They find refuge on a remote island where they discover a mysterious cave, a scientist's abandoned research facility, and, most terrifyingly, giant spiders. After being bitten by one of the creatures, the troupe's manager Gary transforms into a half-man, half-spider monster who preys on the women. What makes this film special is its bizarre blend of monster movie horror with titillating dance sequences, a combination typical of European exploitation cinema of the era. While it holds a modest 3.7 on IMDb, it has gained cult status among fans of B-movie creature features for its campy appeal and memorable monster design. The film's production history is as interesting as its plot. It was filmed in Yugoslavia with a German cast, then dubbed into English for American audiences. Despite its low budget and questionable effects, the film delivers on its promise of spider-related horror with some genuinely creepy moments. If you enjoy creature features with a side of sleaze and do not mind some unintentional humor, this offers a uniquely entertaining experience. Number 9. Missile to the Moon, 1958. Let's journey to the moon with 1958's Missile to the Moon. This low-budget adventure follows a group of accidental stowaways who join a scientist expedition to the moon. Once there, they discover a civilization of beautiful women ruled by a cruel queen as well as giant spiders and rock creatures. As they navigate lunar dangers and political intrigue, they must find a way back to Earth before their oxygen runs out. What makes this film special is its place in the history of space exploration cinema, arriving just 1 year before the first actual moon landing attempt. The film holds a 3.8 on IMDb, but is appreciated by fans of 1950s science fiction for its charming, low-budget effects and imaginative vision of lunar life. The film's production design, particularly the lunar landscape and alien costumes, creates a distinctive vision of space that reflects both scientific speculation of the era and fantasy elements. Originally conceived as a sequel to Catwomen of the Moon, the film was reworked into its own story but retains similar themes of encountering alien societies on other worlds. If you are fascinated by how filmmakers imagined space travel before the actual moon landing, this delivers a delightful journey to a bygone era of cinematic imagination. Number 8. Gorgo, 1961. Now for a British take on the kaiju genre, 1961's Gorgo. This monster film follows treasure hunters who capture a sea creature off the coast of Ireland and bring it to London for exhibition. They soon discover that their captive is just a baby, and its much larger mother is coming to rescue it, leaving a path of destruction through London as she searches for her offspring. What makes Gorgo special is how it puts a British spin on the giant monster genre popularized by Japanese films like Godzilla. The film holds a respectable 5.7 on IMDb and is praised by monster movie fans for its impressive special effects by Eugène Leroy, who also directed The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Unlike many monster movies, Gorgo features a surprisingly emotional conclusion where mother and child are reunited, adding depth to the destruction. The film's London setting provides a refreshing change from the typical Tokyo or New York locations of monster movies, with iconic landmarks like Big Ben and Tower Bridge serving as backdrops for the chaos. If you are a fan of kaiju films or want to see how Britain approached the monster movie genre, Gorgo delivers both spectacle and heart in equal measure. Number 7. First Spaceship on Venus, 1960. Ready for an international space adventure? Check out 1960's First Spaceship on Venus. This East German-Polish co-production follows an international crew of astronauts who travel to Venus after discovering a mysterious artifact that contains information about an advanced civilization that once lived there. Upon arrival, they discover a desolate planet destroyed by nuclear war, with only remnants of the once great society remaining. As they explore further, they uncover the tragic story of Venus's inhabitants and face dangers that threaten their own return to Earth. What makes this film special is its international production and its thoughtful approach to the dangers of nuclear war, a particularly relevant theme during the Cold War. The film holds a 5.3 on IMDb and is appreciated by science fiction fans for its ambitious scope and impressive production design. The film's visual style, with its sleek spacecraft and futuristic technology, reflects a distinct Eastern European aesthetic that sets it apart from American science fiction of the era. If you are interested in international science fiction or want to see how the Cold War was reflected in cinema behind the Iron Curtain, this offers a fascinating glimpse into a different perspective on the space race. Number 6. The Brain That Wouldn't Die, 1962. For some classic mad scientist horror, let's talk about 1962's The Brain That Wouldn't Die. This cult horror science fiction hybrid follows Dr. Bill Courtner, a brilliant but arrogant surgeon who keeps his fiancée Jan's head alive after a car accident decapitates her. While he searches for a new body for her, Jan, now just a head in a tray, develops telepathic powers and communicates with a monstrous creature locked in the lab, plotting revenge against Bill. What makes this film special is its blend of body horror, mad scientist tropes, and surprisingly feminist themes of bodily autonomy. The film holds a 5.1 on IMDb, but has developed a significant cult following for its outrageous premise and memorable scenes. The film's most shocking elements, including the creature in the closet and the infamous final scene, pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable in early 1960s cinema, leading to it being pulled from circulation for several years. Despite its low budget and occasionally clunky execution, the film's central premise remains genuinely disturbing and thought-provoking. If you appreciate horror that combines scientific hubris with genuine chills and do not mind some B-movie rough edges, this delivers a unique viewing experience. Number 5. Night of the Blood Beast, 1958. Now for a Roger Corman classic, 1958's Night of the Blood Beast. This low-budget gem follows Major John Corcoran, an astronaut who returns to Earth after a spaceflight only to be found dead. As his colleagues prepare for an autopsy, he miraculously revives, though he seems strangely changed. They soon discover that an alien creature has attached itself to him and is using his body to incubate its offspring. As the team battles the alien and struggles to understand its intentions, they must also confront the horrifying possibility that Corcoran is no longer entirely human. What makes this film special is its efficient storytelling and clever use of limited resources, a hallmark of Corman's productions. The film holds a 4.2 on IMDb but is appreciated by B-movie fans for its tight pacing and, surprisingly, thoughtful approach to alien invasion themes. The film's exploration of possession and transformation predates similar concepts in films like Alien and The Thing, showing how even modest productions could tackle complex science fiction ideas. The creature design, while limited by budget, creates a memorable alien presence that is both grotesque and fascinating. If you enjoy Roger Corman's brand of economical filmmaking or want to see an early example of the body invasion, a subgenre, this delivers a tight, effective science fiction horror experience. Number 4. Attack of the Giant Leeches, 1959. For some swamp creature horror, check out 1959's Attack of the Giant Leeches. This Southern Gothic horror film follows a game warden in the Florida Everglades who discovers that local residents are disappearing. His investigation leads him to a swamp where he discovers giant leeches mutated by radiation from nearby rocket tests that are capturing humans for food. As the creatures continue their attacks, the warden and a small group of locals must find a way to destroy the monsters before more people fall victim to their blood-sucking rampage. What makes this film special is its distinctive southern setting and its blend of creature feature elements with regional horror themes. The film holds a 4.3 tenths on IMDb, but has developed a cult following among fans of 1950s monster movies for its atmosphere and memorable creature design. The underwater photography, while limited by technology of the era, creates an eerie sense of the swamp as an alien world where humans do not belong. The film's themes of radiation creating monsters reflect Cold War anxieties about atomic testing and its potential consequences on the natural world. If you enjoy creature features with a regional flavor or want to see how radiation fears manifested in 1950s horror cinema, this delivers a slimy, entertaining experience. Number 3. Things to Come, 1936. Let's go back in time with the groundbreaking 1936 film Things to Come. Based on H.G. Wells's work The Shape of Things to Come, this ambitious British film spans decades, beginning with a devastating world war that breaks out on Christmas 1940. The war leads to the collapse of civilization, followed by a plague called the Wandering Sickness. By 1970, a technocratic society called Wings Over the World emerges, rebuilding civilization with advanced technology. The film culminates in 2036 as this society plans to send the first humans to the moon, but faces opposition from those who fear progress. What makes this film special is its visionary scope and its remarkably accurate predictions about future technology and warfare. The film holds a 6.8 tenths on IMDb and is recognized as one of the most influential science fiction films of the 1930s. Its production design, particularly the futuristic city of 2036, was groundbreaking and influenced countless films that followed. If you are interested in the history of science fiction cinema or want to see how people in the 1930s imagined our future, Things to Come offers a fascinating vision that is both historically significant and surprisingly prescient. Number 2. The Flying Saucer, 1950. Now for an early Cold War science fiction curiosity, 1950's The Flying Saucer. This film follows intelligence agent Mike Trent and his partner V. Langley as they investigate sightings of mysterious flying saucers near the North Pole. Their search leads them to a remote Alaskan ski lodge where they encounter Dr. Carl Lawton, a scientist who has secretly developed a revolutionary flying saucer technology. As international agents race to capture the invention for their respective governments, Trent and Langley must prevent the technology from falling into the wrong hands. What makes this film special is its place in history as one of the first movies to feature flying saucers, capitalizing on the wave of UFO sightings that captured the public imagination in the late 1940s and early 1950s. The film holds a modest 3.7 tenths on IMDb, but is valued by film historians as an early example of Cold War paranoia in science fiction cinema. Interestingly, the film was promoted as featuring actual footage of flying saucers, though this was purely a marketing gimmick. If you are fascinated by how the UFO phenomenon was reflected in early cinema, or want to see how quickly filmmakers capitalized on flying saucer hysteria, this offers a time capsule of Cold War anxiety. Number 1. Teenagers from Outer Space, 1959. Let's conclude with the delightfully campy 1959 film Teenagers from Outer Space. This B-movie classic follows Derek, an alien teenager who arrives on Earth with his crew to prepare the planet for colonization by raising giant lobsters called gargans as a food source. When Derek discovers that Earth's dominant life form is intelligent humans, he refuses to participate in the plan and escapes. He befriends a local girl and her grandfather, while his crew pursues him, leaving a trail of destruction with their deadly ray guns and a growing gargan that threatens the local town. What makes this film special is its earnest attempt to create teen-oriented science fiction with a moral message about respecting life. The film holds a 4.1 tenths on IMDb, but has developed a cult following for its charmingly amateurish execution and memorable moments, including the infamous skeleton scene. The film's aliens, with their punk rock hairstyles and sparkly jumpsuits, create a distinctive visual style that is both dated and timeless in its B-movie appeal. If you appreciate the charm of 1950s B-movies or want to see how teen culture was incorporated into science fiction, this delivers a wonderfully weird viewing experience. And there you have it, 15 incredible science fiction classics you can watch right now on YouTube, completely free. From the visionary scope of Things to Come to the campy charm of Teenagers from Outer Space, these films represent the golden age of science fiction cinema and showcase the genre's power to entertain, challenge, and inspire. Each of these movies has left an indelible mark on popular culture and influenced countless films that followed. So why not start your own science fiction marathon tonight? Pick a film that catches your interest, click the link, and journey to another time, another world, or another dimension. And when you are done, let's know in the comments which movie surprised you the most, or which one you would recommend to fellow science fiction fans.